Yo, what's good, y'all? So I'm gonna take y'all through a brutal leg day with me, just taking you through my progressions and just how I move through leg days. So check it out. I got just the bar right here. I'm just gonna start with a little warm-up set. Not really doing a rep count, just getting everything smoothed out, getting my footing position right, my depth right, and just making sure everything feels good and is all smoothed out before I start adding weight on the bar. All right, fellas, take notes here. All right, ladies love legs, so stop skipping leg day. Y'all starting to look like Johnny Bravo, all top, no bottom. All right, we need legs. We need that. You should be hitting legs more times than you hit upper body throughout the week. So again, take notes. I'm gonna get you right. Let's do it. So nothing crazy here. Just getting up under not some weight, but the bar. It really doesn't matter about your foot position, whatever feels comfortable for you. A lot of people say, oh, your feet have to be shoulder width apart, da-da-da. Your feet can be outside your shoulders. They can be shoulder width. I would say that they shouldn't be too narrow, all right? And when you're doing this warm-up set, you want to explode up like there's weight on the bar already, all right? Just getting that movement pattern primed and ready for that top set when you actually have weight on the bar. So again, nothing too crazy. Just getting my hip flexors nice and loose. Just getting my movement patterns down, getting my foot position right. And then we just gonna go ahead and start adding weight on the bar. All right, so my first set is still what I consider a warm up. Definitely not a working set at all. All right, 45 on each side, 135. Nice and easy, just getting a little feel for some weight. All right, so now that I got my foot position right, I can just get right to the money, baby. Going 10 reps there. Now, I'm gonna add another plate. I like to just jump plates, but for some people that might not be ideal. All right, so do what works for you. Go through your progressions as you see fit in correlation to what I'm doing. So 225 for me is still very light. So whatever that is for you is what you wanna progress to next. Again, this is still a warm-up set for me. So if it feels like you're overexerting yourself, then it ain't a warm-up set. And I'm only doing 5 reps right here. I don't wanna have too much volume as I'm adding weight, as I work my way up, because I wanna save my legs for that top set. So the method behind the madness is, I'm just gonna go 5 reps for every set, all the way up to my top set, which today probably would be about 405. I ain't going too heavy today just because I did legs yesterday and I did legs the day before that, and I worked my way up to 405 today already and recorded this video and my mic wasn't on. That's some bullshit. So now I'm doing it all over again. All right, so I'm gonna work my way up to 405. I'm just adding a plate every time, 5 reps for every set, and then on the way back down is where I'm gonna get my volume in with that heavier weight. So right here, I'm just going 5 reps. Let's get to it. Easy peasy. All right, so I'm gonna add another plate. And if y'all pay attention, look at the time I'm taking between these sets. It's not much time at all because all of these are still considered my warm-up set. But this set right here, 315, will be my first working set. All right, so this is something that I'm gonna feel. All right, I don't care what nobody says, 315 is heavy. Once you hit 315, anything above that is considered heavy. So 5 reps here, and then we're gonna keep that progression going. Let's get it. And one key thing to note is that when you're lifting heavy weight, when you're lifting any weight, period, especially squats, you want to take a deep breath in, hold it, let it up as you come up, let it out as you come up. Easy peasy. All right, so that was my first working set. I'm gonna jump another plate. I'm adding another 45. So this is 405. Again, whatever the progressions are for you, you might not be working your way up to 405. Your 405 might be 225 or 315, but you just want something that you can rep out, but you feel it for 10 reps, all right? So this is gonna be my top set for today. I'm going 10 reps here, and then I'll work my way back down and get some volume and start doing 10 reps for every set on my way back down to where I started. All right, so I'll go 405, 10 reps, 315, 10 reps, 225, 10 reps, 135, 10 reps, and that'll be it. All right, so right here, we're going for 10. I'm gonna take a breather, let my legs recuperate, get my mind right. Make sure y'all got the clamps on there when it starts to get heavy, unless you're lifting by yourself. A lot of the time when people lift by themselves, they leave the clamps off. I normally do, just in case anything goes wrong, I can get up out of there. But it's your preference. If you're willing to roll the dice and take that risk, then take that risk. But yeah, and don't be like me. Wear your knee sleeves, wear a belt when you're pushing heavy weight. I've gotten myself in the habit of not wearing a belt, not wearing knee sleeves. My birthday's in 2 months, I'm turning 30, and I definitely feel it. All right, if I could go back in time and tell the younger me throughout my 20s to put them knee wraps on and put them that belt on, I definitely would, to preserve myself and protect myself. So make sure y'all are protecting yourself. Don't be like me. Wear a belt, wear knee wraps. The gym is so empty right now. It's 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Have y'all ever noticed that it's typically older males, and I'm talking like 65 plus, that always get to the gym the earliest, no matter what day it is, but especially on the weekends, 65 plus males. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all stay on it. I'm trying to be like y'all when I get up there in age. All right, y'all, so look, when you're pushing heavy weight, you have to always remember to take it rep by rep. Some reps are gonna feel harder than others, especially as you get towards the end of the rep count, but you have to keep pushing. All right, that's just like in life. When it gets challenging, you just gotta keep pushing. You can do the work. Your mind's gonna tell you no, but your body can physically do the work. All right, and what's the worst comes to worst is you throw the weight off your back, you crash on the rails, but you have to be willing to roll that dice. You gotta take that gamble, because that's the only way you're gonna get bigger, is overexerting the muscle. All right, putting that stress on the muscle. If you never do the weight, you're never gonna know what it feels like to get up there in that rep count in those treacherous waters. All right, so don't be scared to push yourself. A lot of people stop pushing once it gets a little bit hard. You get a little bit of resistance, well, a lot of resistance, but mentally a little bit of resistance, and it doesn't get super easy no more. You just gotta come to the top of the rep, take a deep breath, and get that money. All right, let's do it. We got 10 reps, we're gonna push them out. Get your mind right. Ooh, this motherfucker's heavy. All right, let's get money. easy work. Even when it's hard work, it's still easy work, if that makes sense. Woo! Yeah, I felt that set, but that's right where I want to be for 10 reps. If it don't feel like that, throw the set away. All right, so for now, I'm gonna catch my breath, but I'm making my way back down. So I'm doing 10 reps for everything now. Moving at a fairly quick pace. So I'm only gonna take like a minute, maybe 90 seconds, and then I'm going right into 315 for another 10 reps. It's gonna hurt. So you should already have it in your mind that it's gonna hurt, all right? But the pain brings the gains. Y'all always remember that. If it's easy, it ain't gonna benefit you. But again, that's just like life. If it's easy, it will never benefit you. All right, so I'm going right into it. Now we're working with more volume here, so I got 10 reps for every set that I'm going into. Again, very quick recovery time. A minute or less, maybe 90 seconds if you need it. But again, you want this to hurt. It definitely hurt. Again, I'm just stripping the weight. Give myself like another minute. And then I'm hopping right on 225 for another 10 reps. I'm on your ass. Here I'm breathing heavy. That's what you want. All right, these sets on the way back down should feel like cardio. So not only are you building muscle, but you're burning fat at the same time just because of the pace that you're moving at. Get that cardiorespiratory system working. We need all that, all right? We don't want to just look good, we want to be able to perform as well. And a part of performing is endurance. All right, so it's been about a minute, maybe a little less. We're going for another 10. That sweat starting to drip. I love it. As the weight gets lighter, the faster my recovery time. So now, probably take 30 seconds. As soon as I'm done taking the weight off, I'm getting right to the money. And another thing, when the weight gets lighter, we want to take the tempo of our reps up. Again, feeling like cardio a little bit, a lot of it. It's easy. And that's it for my squats. Sometimes I might spend a little more time on my squats just because I get up a little bit heavier in weight. Sometimes I'll work my way all the way up to like 495 and then come back down the same way that I came back down on these sets. So of course, the higher in weight, the more time it's gonna take because you got more sets on the way back down. There might be some days where I do 10 sets, 12 sets. Today I did, I'm counting actual working sets, so I'm not counting the first set of 135 and the first set of 225. So 315, 405, back down to 315, back down to 225, back down to 135. So we did about 5 sets. I have 5 working sets with your body under stress. All right, y'all, so on leg days, you have to add some type of power movement to your day. So my go-to power movement for legs is always box jumps. Sometimes it's jump lunges, sometimes it's jump squats, things like that. But I think the most efficient exercise for power and performance and to hit those fast twitch muscle fibers are box jumps. All right, normally I would do it a little bit higher than this, but I don't know where the other box is to make it higher, so we just gonna go with this. So a little bit, matter of fact, it's right at my waist. So I'm just gonna go probably sets of 12 to 15. This is right after my squats. My squats will be my strength movement. Box jumps will be my power movement. All right, make sure your feet are about shoulder width. You wanna stand right up on the box, jump up vertically. So you wanna jump up, not out. Focus on getting height, and then you can focus on getting your legs or your feet onto the platform. All right, so you're jumping up, stand all the way up, and then you can bring it off. So that's 1, 2, 3. A lot of people end up tripping on the box because they try to jump from too far out. You gotta be right up on it and get those feet up. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure you're pushing those hips all the way forward at the top and standing all the way up. 11. I'm gonna go one more here. 12. Easy money. All right, so we got our strength movement out the way, which was squats. We got our power movement out the way, which was our box jumps. So now I'm just gonna jump into supersets where I'm doing a lot of work in a little bit of time. So all a superset is you're supersetting or you're doing 2 exercises back to back, no rest in between. So I need a hinge movement, a hinge pattern. So I'm gonna go deadlifts. Usually I hit legs 2 to 3 times a week. So barbell deadlifts have their own day. So today I'm just gonna go dumbbell deadlifts, and then I'm gonna superset it with a knee dominant movement, which would be a step up. All right, step ups are a great way to get the heart rate up. It's a great way to build muscle in your legs and burn fat at the same time because it elevates the heart rate. All right, again, I'm doing these back to back, 45-pound dumbbells, nothing too crazy, just because I want the weight. I want to be able to do both exercises, and I don't like to go super duper heavy on step ups just because of how much pressure it puts on your knees. So I'm going 45 pounds, and I'll do 15 deadlifts and then 12 total on the step ups. All right, so here we go. Feet shoulder width, slight bend in the knee, hinging forward at the hips, keeping the dumbbells tight to the legs, and then drive through the heels to get you right back up. You don't want to overextend when you come up. A lot of the times we see people do all of this right here. You don't need all of that. All right, as long as the shoulders, hips, ankles are all in one line, you're golden. So I think this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Make sure you keep a neutral spine. 12, 13, 14, 15. That was easy. Could probably go up in weight, but for the sake of time and because I'm making this a superset, I'll be fine. So now we're gonna go right into step ups for 12 total, 6 on each leg. I'm gonna do all 6 on one side, then all 6 on the other. So get your foot all the way on there. 1, both feet come off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm gonna switch legs, stepping up with my left first. One key thing with step ups is you gotta make sure your whole foot, especially your heel, is on the box, because you should be driving through the heel to activate that posterior chain, all right, which is your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes. The quads are automatically gonna work when you're doing step ups just because of the position of your leg to the bench. I don't know what number this is, but I'm gonna say 5. One more. 6. All right, so that's the superset. There's no rest in between. You're just doing both exercises back to back. 15 deadlifts, 12 step ups total, 6 on each side. And you're gonna do 3 sets of that. All right. All right, so y'all know me, I like to incorporate a lot of cardio type movements into my workouts just because I don't like to look too bulky and get too big and not be able to move. So a lot of things that get the heart rate up, a lot of things that are gonna feel like cardio just to burn fat and add muscle at the same time. I don't like to do a bunch of exercises that just pack on a bunch of muscle and don't really get the heart rate elevated, don't really feel like cardio. All right, I like to have that model look as opposed to having that on stage Mr. Olympia look, which nothing's wrong with that, all right? Different strokes for different folks, but if you want to have that very lean aesthetic, little to no body fat with a lot of muscle, then this is how you're going to have to train. So I'm going power step ups. Make sure your whole foot is on the platform, and I'm going to explode up and I'm going to switch my feet as I'm in the air. So I'm going right here, and this is my finisher. All right, so I'm going to do 100 of these, and I'm gonna try to do 100 straight, but I just want y'all to do it in as few sets as possible. Try to keep it under 4 sets, so that's 25 at a time, but a lot of y'all would probably be able to do a little more than that. All right, so I'm gonna go for 100 straight right here, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Nothing too crazy today. 1, 2, 3, fully extend your leg all the way up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, be explosive, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 100. that's a wrap. It's a great day to have a great day. Y'all put that work in. Don't be scared of the work. All right, I'm out. Like this, save this, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be dropping more heat so that we can get swole, put some size on those legs, put some size on those arms, and just build out the body. All right, so y'all keep following for more. I'm out.